Hi Aries, welcome to your March 2018 reading. Happy birthday to you. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful birthday and a wonderful month. Thank you for liking, subscribing to my channel and your comments. That's been really lovely too. So I thank you for your support. This is a general reading, my lovely Aries. So some of it may resonate for you, and for some of you, all of it may resonate. Also listen to your rising sign and your moon sign, as well as your sun sign, and you may get more information from that. Some months they will resonate more for you than your sun sign will. So make sure you listen to that. If you would like to have a personal reading, one-on-one, that is going to be specific to you, and so will be more beneficial for you, you can book via my website, which is below, and you can go to the book a reading, have a look at the different types of readings that I have there, and you can book a personal reading for you for your birthday month, which would be really lovely, wouldn't it? Okay, so let's get on with your reading and see. I've already done the spread here, and I will show you each card as I read it. Okay, you also get things from my guides as well, messages that come through from my guides for you. So let's see what's in store here. Okay, what I get, I'm going to go into the recent past for you. And what I get for this recent past is there's been some sort of a victory. There's been some sort of a decision that you've come to here. There's been a decision that you've sort of has been a long time in coming. I want to say to you, you feel really, wow, I finally made that decision. It's been really hard, and I finally made it, and I'm feeling good about it. It's like you've turned a corner. It's like you now be able to go to the next phase, next chapter, next level for you. For some of you, for some of you, it's like a feeling of being released, that you have been released. It's been liberating for you. So whatever decision that's been, for some of you, it'll be, I can't work here anymore. I've had enough of working in this line of work. There's new things I want to do. I want to follow my dream. I want to follow what makes me happy. So it's a change in job. For some of you, it's a realization that certain friendships aren't suiting you anymore. Certain friendships aren't working for you anymore, and it's time to move on. And that's been it's an empowering place that you're coming from. It's an empowering position that you're coming from. So I really like that. I like those decisions that you've come to, that you've started to make. Let's have a look at what's around you here and it's the Five of Cups, and the Five of Cups is always, okay, I've made those decisions, I've been strong, and I've finally come to those conclusions, and I've made those decisions. And then it seems to hit you, okay, change is coming about here. Change is coming about. Have I done the right thing? Have I done the right thing? For some of you, you're looking to the past. You're looking at, okay, well, I've spilt that milk. I've said my piece. I've done what I've wanted to do in that moment. And now there's, what have I done? Okay, what have I done? Where am I moving to? What am I doing? There's that sort of feeling for some of you. And what I want to say to you is that's quite normal feeling to have, but also look at what is there for you. There's things in the future. You've still got two full cups. This is about stock taking. I don't want this anymore. This is outmoded. This is outdated way of thinking. This is an outdated way of doing things for me. And there is new possibilities. There is new things coming up for you. You just need to turn around and look at it. Okay, so it's left you in a bit of a head spin, but there is good things coming out of it. If you just turn around and look at it, and look at what you can now bring into your life, which is a really positive thing. the old saying, you've got to break eggs before you can make an omelette. Okay, you do have to clear out what's no longer serving you, and it's left some of you feeling, what have I done? You know, where am I going? What am I doing? For some of you, those things have happened because you've made the decision. For some of you, those things have happened around you to sort of put you in a position to bring in new things. Because it is a time of newness, you know, and I want to say to you, you know, in the zodiac, Aries is the first sign. So we're back at that new cycle. We're back at that new phase. And it's for you to bring in that newness, you know, it's to bring in that newness. So do that. Do that. What's crossing you is the Palace of Wands. And, you know, I love this card. The Palace of Wands is you know, that's you. Wands is you. It's your sign. And I feel like you're home. So we have come full circle in the zodiac, and we're back at the first zodiac sign. We're home. You're home. You're in your sign. You're in your sign, and it's about looking at reconnecting with that passion, reconnecting with what brings you joy, reconnecting with what it is you wanted to do. You know, a lot of people ask me, what's my purpose? Your purpose is your joy. Your purpose is your passion. If you're following your passion, if it brings you joy, then you're fulfilling your life's purpose. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. What ignites you? What brings you that passion? And here you are in that position to, rather than looking at, you know, what has crumbled away, what has moved out of your energy field, out of your life, that clearing has put you in a position of really looking at what it is you do want. Don't forget, you've got these two wonderful full cups here for the future. So what ignites your passion? What ignites your joy? You have an opportunity to start bringing those things in. Start bringing those things in, because that's where you are. That's where you are. You're home. And that's you. You're home. Honor it. Honor it, and really look at what you want to bring in. What's your passion? What's your joy? I like it. It's really lovely, and I feel like the first part of March is really going to be for you planning. It's about planning and bringing in what you want. Okay, what you want. Underlying all of this, you do have sleepless nights. You do have sleepless nights. This is the Nine of Swords. You know, and this is almost the completion. So you're coming to the end of the swords. You know. In the tarot deck, the 9 is almost the end. So it's almost you've almost released all of that, and I feel like it's really, this is the card. This is the thing that's around you. Don't look back. Look forward, and that releases that burden, that thought, that you know, what do I want? What do I want to do? Where do I want to go? What direction am I going in? Who serves me in my life? Who's a burden in my life? Okay, what's your highest good? It's now time to look at that. It's now time to look at that clearly, because you can. You're almost at the end of it. You've got that wisdom that you've learnt from the past, from everything you've been through and where you're at. And what that served to give you is this ability to really finally say, it's my turn. What do I want? I don't want to sing to other people's tunes anymore. What do I want to bring in? So there's a whole lot of questions that this is going to bring up for you. It's the beginning of your birth year. Lay those really strong foundations. Lay them. Really look at yourself. Really look at, you know, it's about looking at you. Here it is again. Here you are. This can be male or female. Here you are. This is what it is. It's about you. It's about your needs. It's about what you want to do. It's about having clarity, not singing to other people's tunes, but standing strong, finding that passion, finding that joy. Here's the possibility. Here's the time now to find your purpose. What brings you joy? Cut away all those ties. Because there's a lot of strength there with you. A lot of fire. A lot of fire, a lot of passion, you know, a lot of passion. So and I feel like with you, the first part of April is really just about not trying to push things through quickly, not about, you know, this impatience that sometimes Aries has. It's about standing back and really looking at, which is going to be a different way of doing things for you, looking at it. Don't push forward just yet. Have a look at what's going on around you. Have a look at what you want to do. Really get in tune with yourself, okay? I feel like pushing forward, see, there's still a little bit of clearing here for you, you know, and that's Mercury in retrograde. It's Saturn, the great teacher, coming in and teaching you, you know, patience. This is the Tower, okay? This is the Tower. The Tower brings down, pulls down anything that no longer serves you. And it looks like, oh my gosh, why is all this happening? It doesn't happen to you. It's where you're at, and it's something that you've called in. So it's change that you've wanted to bring in. And here's an opportunity to bring it in, to crumble what no longer serves you and bring it in. So overall, you know, what I'm picking up for you, Aries, is a real time of change. There's a time of change afoot here for you. And you can embrace it and bring it in yourself, or it's going to happen where things are just not going to work for you. I feel like a lot of you have been trying to open up doors and make changes too quickly. Take your time in doing that, because if doors aren't opening, they're not meant to open yet. Those opportunities aren't meant to be utilised yet. It's about you really thinking about it, processing it, planning. In a couple of weeks, things will start to flourish for you. Things that you've put in place are going to start flowing, going to start working out for you, I feel. There's really good opportunities here. So good, so good. The first part of April is about, let's see what no longer serves me. So let's see what I don't want. Let's see, you know, don't make decisions in haste. Think about them, but identify where you want to bring in that change. Change is afoot for you, Aries. Change is afoot. Change is afoot. Let's have a look at what is going to evolve for you. And of course, you know, here it is. There's decisions. There's new situations coming up for you. There's new opportunities. There's new horizons, you know, that are there for you, to move out of where you've been, because I feel like it has been difficult for you. And for some of you, there's this sense of, I'm stuck, I can't move, I don't want this, but I don't know where I'm going. So use the first 2 weeks of April to sort through that, to work it out. Find your passion, find your joy, and then make choices and decisions for you. For some of you, it's about leaving a job and working for yourself, or working in an area that you've often thought about but not ever had the courage to move into. Well, it's time to move into that area. For some of you, it's about relationships and taking them, you know, okay, I'm sick of being here on the surface. I want to go beneath the surface. I want to make a commitment. I want to move forward. I want to experience a deeper relationship, experience depth, you know, and that's really good. I like it. I like that. Those opportunities, that ability to make those decisions. Second half of April, things are going to start moving. It's like you're in this big train and it's just ground to a halt. And okay, there's nothing to do but let's contemplate. Let's go within. Let's really analyze. Let's consider, what changes do I want to bring in? What do I want? What do I want to bring in my life? Because there's nothing else to do. So let's think about it. What do I want? And then the wheels of this train slowly start to pick up momentum, slowly start to move forward. And as they start to move forward, the scenery changes. And it's slow. The scenery starts to change. You start seeing, shedding light on the areas that of where you want to go, what you want to work on, what you want to bring into your life. You will look at the specific things that you want to bring in as it starts to pick up momentum. And as you start moving through April, it starts to really get easier. It really starts to move. It really starts to move along. And I really like that. I really like that. Look, I've got to say, Aries, you've got a lot of the palaces. You've got the Palace of Wands, which is your home. This is finding your passion, finding your joy. And you are home. April is your month, the end of March and April is your home. It's your sign. It's your birthday. Okay, so you are also, you also have the Palace of Swords. And the Palace of Swords is about communication. It's about learning, new knowledge. It's about thinking, processing, thought, being in your mind. And that's what you're doing when your big train has come to a halt. It's not going anywhere, so you may as well think about it. What do you want? What do you want to do? I feel like for some of you, it's an opportunity to write. Has that been your joy? Has that been your passion? Communication over the wires. It's about really thinking about what you want to do. It's about thinking about what you want to do. Is there new learning there for you with this new job? And if you want to move into another field, and for some of you, there's going to be a complete change in what you're doing for work. So there's new learning. There's new learning coming up for you, which is really lovely. I really like that. There's, Okay. Hopes and fears, you've got the Two of Coins. And the Two of Coins is about balancing. It's about balancing your resources. Balancing, don't overspend. This month really is a month of managing your resources, not overspending, to see you through. For some of you, it's a fear that you have. Do I have enough? If I leave my job, can I survive? What will I do? Will the money come in? If I start my own business, is money going to come in? It will come in. Money in, money out, but it's going to be there. Okay, there is a balance of that. For some of you, it's balancing two things. It's for some of you, what I'm hearing is, okay, I'm going to work in this particular job and I will study at night, or I will reskill at night. So you're balancing two situations. Okay, for some of you. For some of you, it's about balancing the resources of finance that you have. For some of you, it's really weighing things out. What changes do I want to bring in? What hopes do I have? What do I want to bring in? Let's do the, pros and cons. Let's balance this out and see. I don't feel, it feels good to me. It's got a really good flow. Okay. What might seem new to you is this thinking instead of acting, thinking, processing before taking action, which is a little bit out of your normal way of doing things, where you just go for it. You just go for it, like the ram that just wants to bring in change and let's do it quickly. This is new for you. It's about thinking about it, processing it. And what do you have here? Again, another Palace of Coins. The Palace of Coins is about abundance. So you do get there. It is going to be a beneficial move. It's going to be good changes that are coming in for you. Some changes for some of you are going to be quite dramatic, quite complete 180-degree turn. For some of you, they will be more subtle. There'll be changes within yourself. There'll be changes in your perception and changes in how you do things, how you deal with people. For some of you, it's really clearing out people that are no longer relevant, situations that are no longer working for you, and it sees you to. It sort of gets this big train, which is you, which is your life, gets it moving again. And it brings to you opportunities. It brings to you finances. It brings to you love. It brings to you, and that happens because you start feeling better about yourself. It's your perception that's changed. Nothing changes externally. The changes are internal. So there's really good times by the end of April, really good times, really good situations coming up for you. They're all really positive. Very, very positive. So embrace that. Embrace that. Okay, so I am going to pull another, when the top of my card, this is what was there, the world, okay? And that's fantastic. That's a fantastic card to have. So what I see is that April is a time of really reevaluating your life, reevaluating your work environment, your friends, how you do things, the perception of what you have about your life and what you do, no longer serves you. And in that sweeping out, cleaning out, your life seems to sort of slow down and stop, and that's the universe saying to you, well, okay, really slow things down, really look at things. Things are moving out of your life and there's change. So there's going to be a period of time where you're thinking, well, what have I done? There's nothing there. But there is. With that nothingness, it's allowing you to bring things in that you're wanting, that is going to serve you. And ultimately, it's going to be very, very beneficial for you, because here it is. And it's interesting because you have got all the palaces, except for the water palace, but you've got the Palace of Wands. And let me put this down. The Palace of Wands, and you've got the Palace of Swords, and the Palace of Coins. So you've got all the palaces. And so what that brings in is the world. So you've got every aspect there, every single aspect. And to me, you haven't got the Palace of water, the water signs. However, the Palace of Cups, you have got the Palace of Abundance. And to me, abundance is abundance in every area, in all areas, emotional as well. It's abundance in all things. So you've got that. And that's your final card. And look at that. That's amazing. So, bring in these changes, embrace these changes, don't fear them. Think about them, because there's the world is your oyster. Everything's there for you, moving forward, moving into May, June, July, which we will have a look at. But that's absolutely fantastic for you, Aries. Okay, I am going to give you a card from my wonderful Laura Bowen, Dreamtime. I love these cards. Let's see what's coming up here for you. Let's see what card it's going to come out for you. I think it's exciting times for you, my lovely Aries. Don't be impatient, because it's coming. It's all there for you. I know you've been through a hard time, and it's about having a sense of community, a sense of connectedness. Don't isolate yourself. Don't withdraw into yourself, but really keep communicating. And this is your Palace of Swords, which is telling you to communicate, to have a sense of community, to work, to move forward in a group. Strength. Talk to your friends, communicate how you're feeling, what's going on. Help you sort through things. They're the friends that you keep, of course. Of course. Okay, because it's your birthday, I'm going to also give you an Osho card, Zen card. Whoops, one's fallen out. Let's have a look. The Rebel. That's the rebel in you. The Rebel. Okay, challenge. This is about challenging what is there, challenging what boundaries and restrictions you've been given. Become the rebel. Look at things from a different perspective. Don't be afraid to lift your game, set your mark, set your boundaries, reshuffle things so they suit you. Of course, you be mindful of other people around you. You don't, step on people's toes and hurt others, but you certainly respect yourself and look at things differently. So don't be afraid to move forward into new horizons. Happy birthday. That's fantastic. So I wish you all a very, very happy birthday. Happy celebrations. I will see you mid-month for your mid-month reading. to see how you're faring, how you're going with your birthday month and the beginning of your birthday year. So, see you soon.